Yep, so I'm here. I am actually here. And it's nice to be in such a positive kind of environment, actually, with people that are really dedicated to a quality of life over quantity. And people really starting to just want real answers and questioning, the misinformation and the lack of information. That's what I've seen so far. Haven't seen anything in terms of anyone unpleasant or frowning even, so. But Jules does not like this. So she's going back home. And, for the record, for anyone who wants to, delete me, block me, not have me as a friend anymore, I mean, if you're still at the stage where you don't recognize that we are killing vastly higher numbers of people by the measures to prevent a virus that has an over 99% survival rate, then, I do wish you all the best. I hope that you have a great and reasonable life. And, what else can I say? So, that's why I'm here. People are not using common sense. You have to look at the whole picture, every big part of the picture, not just how many people have died with a supposed case of COVID or a test positive case of COVID, died with, or from. We are losing vastly higher numbers from all other causes, particularly starvation. That one alone is enough reason not to be doing these economic shutdowns. That in itself. And I don't know how anyone can persist in following along with this, given that that you're sacrificing many, many more people from other causes. Particularly, you're starving to death people in less developed countries. And that is a fact. From the United Nations, you can check it yourself. Prediction in April of 2020, the UN predicted that we would lose an additional 130 million people to starvation because of the economic shutdowns. And more articles like this are starting to come out, even in more mainstream sources. But the tone has been so dark and terrifying for so long that nobody can see it because you're in a fight or flight mode. So your frontal brain isn't even functioning properly anymore. If you're actually, if you are immunocompromised and or of advanced age with many health conditions, and quantity of life is more important to you than quality and ever receiving a hug or seeing a family member, then more power to you. You stay home and do what you need to do. All right, so we've made it to Kelowna. Myself and Luther Davies. We made it. It was not without its challenges, because I have that terrible vertigo looking over the edge of cliffs. It was really bad, actually.
And me driving a semi in the dark that I've never been on before.
I'm not.
No, I know you're not.
Smile.
This his son's good. Skydiver
Did I see that?
Oh, yeah. This is the best.
I like that, yeah. Thank you.
The only guy in the United States.
20, this doctor wrote BC Health Officer Bonnie Henry, calling her out on the drastic measures being implemented which were not based on scientific evidence and were causing a great deal of harm. Please welcome Mr. Dr. Stephen Malthouse, a great rally worldwide freedom. Welcome.
I haven't heard anyone call me magnificent since my wife and I got married. That only lasted about one day. But you know, I live on the coast on Denman Island, and you know, Kelowna came onto the charts, onto the radar very fast. And something was going on in Kelowna. I thought, oh, Victoria, maybe Vancouver. But you know what? I think you guys are the top dogs here. I don't want to embarrass Vancouver and Victoria, though, because I know there are some people here from those cities. But I have to congratulate you. You guys are standing up, getting up into your own shoes, and not everyone is doing that. So, you know, you should give you guys a little pat on the back. You deserve it. The doctors are not stupid, no, but some of them lack a holistic view of things. And many of them have been siloed so that they don't know what the other people are doing. And you know, we've been programmed more than perhaps any other profession, because people look to their doctors to give them guidance with issues like pandemics. And because of that, I think doctors have been under attack for many years, and silenced through fear, and also trying to keep them, you know, the idea of being a member of the club. You know, never stepping outside the box because what would your colleagues say about you in the hallways? That's a very strong force in medicine. And so doctors who feel the same as you and I are not willing to step out into the public eye. So I'm here to represent all those doctors that don't have a voice right now, but are going to say the same thing to you as I am. I think I'm kind of a good example of how you can do one little thing and it kind of snowballs if it's done at the right time. And that was my letter to Dr. Henry. You know, I didn't really expect it to go to anyone besides the public health people in the province, and I sent it out to everybody as an email. But it quickly, I was getting reviews, and people were calling me from overseas and saying thank you so much, because what that letter didn't do anything to Dr. Henry, but it allowed people who were thinking in the same vein as us, seeing through this veil of deceit, that they were not crazy. And even though they were being demonized and maybe even put in the corner and, marginalized, it gave them a great boost to realize that actually they were the ones that were seeing clearly, and that the other team, call them a team, were under the spell. The next step, though, is for those people to stand up and speak out. And that takes a different level of courage, a level of integrity. And I think that I'd have to congratulate everybody who's here, you know, because some people don't come to rallies because they're afraid of being seen. Doesn't seem to be the case here in Kelowna.
With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the truth
Of course, you can film me, but you can't let me see myself being filmed, because then I just see who's the fat guy.
Okay, then don't look.
Just turn it around so that I don't have to see myself.
I was doing a selfie.
Oh,
That's,
so.
but we gotta get, this is a historic moment. Yeah. It's our first road trip. We've known each other 30 years or so. I think it's more. Anyway.
Hey, killer.